Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Buko Boys.
And it's spooky season.
It's almost midway through October already.
Spookiness is happening.
Oh shit, yeah, it's spooky time.
Are you gonna dress up for Halloween this year?
I might, depending on what I'm doing.
What do you think you will be doing, or what do you think you'll dress up as if you do something?
I don't know. I haven't put much thought into it this year because I really don't know if I'm actually going to be. Well,
because you're an adult, I get it.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of what happens when you grow up. So I don't have any ideas yet what I'll dress up as if I do dress up.
Okay.
But most likely it would be something quick and fast, something easy.
My costume's gonna be quick and easy this year.
What is it?
So my baby has a little costume that our mother gave her. It's Anna from Frozen. It's a little dress. And so I was asking my wife, I said, what is she going to be for Halloween, Mom? And my wife said, well, your mom gave her that little dress for Anna. And I thought, okay, great. Well, this will be simple for me. I just bought a sweater with Olaf on it, and I'm done.
Oh, okay. There you go.
And I matched my baby, and I'm done. I bought a sweater with Olaf on it. But it's kind of, so it's just a regular sweater, but the front of it looks like an ugly Christmas sweater. So it looks like it's stitched, but it's just printed with Olaf and designs that look like an ugly Christmas sweater. And I'm going to wear that during the Christmas season, too, because I love
You know what I ended up doing last year for a quick costume was, I remember I bought that Stitch onesie.
Okay, yes.
But it's like an actual Stitch costume, so I just wore that.
Yeah, it could be a costume or you could just wear it around lounging in the house.
Exactly, so that's what I wore last year.
Yeah, it's a good
I was getting
2 for 1.
tipsy, and I was running around making Stitch voices.
I dressed up last year as a biker, which is just normal clothes because I'm a biker. I just wore my leather jacket because it was cold. I didn't dress up last year.
But yeah, this year, I don't know yet. I'm not sure.
Okay, well, speaking of Halloween, you actually got yourself a Halloween tree.
Yes, I did something different this year.
Interesting.
And I was at Costco because Costco already puts out Christmas shit like before anything. Like as soon as what? September 20-something hits, they just put everything out for Christmas.
I think when school starts.
Okay, that makes more sense, yeah.
School started, Christmas stuff goes out.
Back to school stuff gets put away, Christmas stuff comes back.
Yeah, that's like what Costco and Michael's thinks.
So, I was looking at some of their Christmas stuff, and they had this tree. It's like, they call it a birch tree. I don't know these as a birch tree. So anyways, I'm like, sure, whatever, birch sounds good.
Yeah, I saw it. It looks like a birch tree, yeah.
I don't know these as a birch tree. Anyways, I see this and I'm like, this catches my eye. I'm like, maybe I'll do something different as a Christmas tree this year. And I see that these lights have different colors on the tree. It's pre-lit, and there's no leaves on it. It's like
just like branches.
Yeah, just branches. It's like it's in winter time, and there's different colors, and one of the colors is purple.
So it can be solid colors or multicolored?
So yes, either solid colors, it doesn't fade into different colors, it doesn't transition, it just stays solid color.
Oh.
And you can choose multiple colors, or there's that famous multicolored Christmas one.
Okay. It's just like a remote control.
Yeah, there's a remote control, but it's in the plug. And it's timed. Okay. So you can either have it stay on constant, or on a 24-hour timer where it only turns on 6 hours out of the day.
Got it. Okay.
And I haven't run on that on purple. So with that said, I went and picked up a bunch of Halloween decorations, ornaments and stuff for the tree. And I'm going to use this as a Halloween tree now. And it's all decorated. And I got this a little jack-o'-lantern topper from Nightmare Before Christmas. So I got a little Hallmark thing of that, and I got that as a tree topper. It's pretty dope. And then, and then a tree skirt. There's Halloween tree skirts.
Well, I mean, Halloween trees are a thing. I thought about doing that myself.
I heard about this because people were doing leaving their Christmas tree year round, and doing themes for different holidays.
Right.
With Halloween, of course, being a big one. They were able to make a really cool Halloween tree. So I figured I'll just do something cool with this tree. And then, here after Halloween, here comes Christmas. I'll just leave it up and decorate it for Christmas.
How about for Thanksgiving?
I'll probably just leave some of the Halloween stuff
Change
up.
it orange? And put, I don't know, you put turkey ornaments.
No, I don't think I will.
Like roasted turkey ornaments, yes.
A bunch of little roasted turkeys hanging from my tree.
Yeah.
If you were to get me ornaments, I'll do it.
Okay.
I'll do it for you.
That's okay. That's cool though. Yeah. Glad you're into the season.
You know what sucks though? I don't ever get trick-or-treaters. I've talked about that before. No trick-or-treaters in my house. But maybe they might. This year they've probably seen that tree glowing all month long. They might want to come by and see what it's all about. And the tricks on them because I won't be home.
And if you are, you won't have candy for them.
Nope. Another weird thing. Halloween lands on a Sunday this year. So Utah being as church going as they are, I don't know if many people are going to be celebrating on Sunday. If they're going to do a Saturday trick or treat, opposed to Sunday.
I know this has happened before, but I don't remember what.
I think people just ended up doing both.
Maybe. I think it was more of a Saturday thing. But...
I think it was more of a Saturday thing, but everywhere else in the country is going to be Sunday. I think it's just going to be like here, maybe like your Bible Belt states.
Yeah.
Gonna be like, no Sundays.
Yeah.
I rest on Sundays.
So we were just watching a trailer. I shouldn't say trailer because this was.
It's a teaser.
It's a teaser, and it definitely is a teaser.
Oh, it teases you so good, right?
It's a teaser for House of Dragon.
It looks amazing.
This is gonna be on HBO.
I can't wait to go back to Westeros.
Yes, this is a prequel. Actually, I shouldn't say just prequel to Game of Thrones. It's 200 years before Game of Thrones.
So remember we've talked about this before. They're gonna do a new season. I don't know if they're gonna be able to do it every year or every other year, but every season's gonna be a different prequel to Game of Thrones.
With a different family.
Different house, yes. So this house will be in the House of the Dragon. So they're gonna follow the Targaryens. And those Goldilocks SOBs, they're gonna follow them around.
Yeah, those incestuous little Targaryens, dragon
fire
riders.
breathing.
Yeah, so I mean, this was definitely a teaser. It was a very short little teaser. I am hook, line, and sinker. I am waiting for this. 2022 is the date, or I should say the year. They didn't say the date. They just said 2022. So
I'm excited to see how they're doing this because there's apparently a lot of dragon riders. If you remember, like all the dragon skulls that were in the what's that?
The basement of the kingdom.
The Red Keep.
Yeah.
The Red Keep, yes. And they're all down there. All those, and so these are the dragons that they were riding. They were naming off the names of the dragons and who was the owner of the dragon and.
Well, this is something I don't talk very much about, but I have a dragon and I ride it.
Oh no way!
Like it's more like at nighttime, so no one sees us. But
I've been keeping that a secret for so long.
I also am a dragon rider. Dill's a dragon humper.
I'm a bumblebee rider.
Bumblebee rider. So yeah, I'm super excited for this. I can't wait. It was definitely a teaser. You guys, if you are a Game of Thrones fan, you need to watch this teaser. You are going to be super stoked, like we are.
Oh my god, I can't wait for this. I want to. I was so wrapped up into this damn show when I started because I binged the shit out of it. I can't wait to go back.
It's good. It's good. But you also were at the theaters recently.
Yes.
Watched that new Venom movie.
I did watch Venom.
I'm behind. I haven't seen it yet. So
yeah, you're so behind on all sorts of stuff.
I am.
Oh man, so Venom was really good. I was really into it. I wish there was more.
Okay. How long was it? Was it 2 hours?
Hour and a half.
Okay.
That was like what they set it at, and they wanted to keep it at was an hour and a half, and that also wasn't rated R. It was a PG-13. I really wish they did more. I wish they would have got an R rating. Maybe if they did like a special release for an R rating with more into it, because I think Carnage was such a major villain.
Well, definitely he deserves an R rating as a villain.
So with him and the way he kills and all that, I definitely think it should be an R rating. And there were some really funny parts of this movie.
Okay.
It was pretty good, and I think I need to go watch it again.
Well, okay, let's go. I want to see it.
I want to do a double feature with Shang-Chi and Venom again.
Okay.
I want to see both of these again. These are
All
both
right.
really good. And then the Eternals are coming out soon.
Yeah, November.
What do you think about this? I don't know. I don't know anything about the Eternals.
Yeah, I don't know much about the Eternals either. And this is another Marvel. If you guys don't know either, this is another Marvel movie that's coming out in November of 2021, and they're like godlike creatures
so
and
I'm thinking
entities or people.
I'm thinking these characters were probably created in the '90s when we kind of stopped reading up on a lot of the comics.
You mean the real creation of them?
Right. Yes, the real
was after.
But yes, so I think they're like all some type of godlike entities that are on Earth, living like humans and pretending to be humans for like the last 5,000 years and saving humanity. And then all of a sudden, I guess superheroes started becoming a thing. So they're like, all right, we're just gonna hang back. You guys gotta save your own planet, and we'll just step in when
cult evolution. We're all gonna morph into powers.
I mean, I have my powers already.
Oh yeah, we got it. Besides riding dragons, there's more. I'm not going to disclose that on this podcast. My powers, my special powers.
But it does look pretty good. Angelina Jolie and Salma Hayek, both hotties from the '90s that still look good today.
Yes.
I just saw a little something about, not about, but like a flashback picture of Salma Hayek from Dusk Till Dawn in '96.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, buddy.
Whoa, I fell in love with her back then.
Yes.
That and the Desperado.
Yeah. So
Salma Hayek was a fox. She still is. Still is a super fox.
But speaking of going back with Eternals, Rob Stark from.
Oh, he's also going to be in this.
He's an Eternal from So
from
Game of Thrones.
And I was saying he would have played a good Wolverine.
Yeah. Okay.
I thought he would have been a good Wolverine, and instead they're going to throw him in as an Eternal that I don't know anything about.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it, of course. So at some point.
Yeah, I'll force it on you.
Yeah, and I'm okay with that. It's okay. Well, so go back into Venom. Thumbs up, thumbs down.
2 thumbs up.
Okay.
Just Goofy. More. I did want more. I felt like it was too short, especially for the storyline. And then, of course, there's only one post-scene credit. Only one. So once you see it, you're good to go after that. Okay. I stuck around for everything, and
it's a good idea.
Yes. Because there's 2, so you do want to check out for that. So I did wait, being that I watched it opening night, because it was opening night, so I didn't have anybody to say anything about how many post-scene credits there were. So only one mid-post-scene credit, and whoa.
Okay.
It's whoa.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna go watch it.
Yeah, you're definitely gonna watch it. And like I said, with how I was saying, I wish there was more. With what happens in this end scene credit, there probably might be more.
Okay.
Whoa.
So if you guys haven't caught on, Dale's really excited.
I'm super excited.
For the future of Marvel and this newest Venom movie.
Venom.
But we actually got some bad news about your idol recently.
Your idol?
Why did you say it like that?
I don't know. Why do you say it's my idol?
You're a big R. Kelly fan as a person. So you're a big R. Kelly fan as a person.
Not really. I think you own albums of his.
I did. I own a few albums of R. Kelly. It was the 90s, baby.
Yeah,
his music was good.
Shit back then.
But so you talk about you wrote this topic down.
Oh yeah, just that he finally got
found guilty.
Found guilty, which was a long-awaited,
for statutory rape.
Oh, and, so many charges, so many.
So statutory rape. What else was it? With minor, I can't remember. I can't even think of
enticing minor. No, I don't know enticing. I don't know all the bad things with a minor. Yeah. Everything bad, all of it.
Yeah, because I guess things were coming out with, for example, Aaliyah, like how underage she was.
Oh, the rumor saying that, you remember how they hurried and got married real quick when she was only 15, and it was something I heard that it was most likely she was pregnant, and she couldn't get an abortion without her parents signing off on it without being married. So in order for her to get an abortion secretly, she had to be married.
That's a rumor, though.
Sounds legit.
I mean, it does, but not for sure.
I'm gonna say.
I'm not saying anything about it.
It's a rumor.
Rest in peace, Aaliyah. I love Aaliyah.
So seeing his past and seeing what's coming up.
Right.
I mean,
you don't doubt it.
I do not doubt it.
Right, which I agree. Good. So good for him.
Yeah, good piece of shit.
Yeah.
Go to jail and rot. And I'm pretty sure he's gonna get raped.
I hope so.
Usually, rapists get raped in there.
True.
Your star status will not save your little butthole.
But I was an R. Kelly music fan.
Well, he was he was really good at making music. Just really a creep in real life.
right. And also, we'll try to have that story. But that just came out recently.
What else just came out was Dave Chappelle's new comedy show
on Netflix.
And that's creating some controversy.
Again, he's had a couple specials on Netflix that caused controversy. Mostly towards the LGBTQ community.
It doesn't. I don't know why they're giving him shit. Just because nobody's safe from jokes.
That's why they're
nobody's safe. Laugh. Exactly. That's why there's comedians. That's why people pay to see it.
Right.
And that's why, like, if you go to a comedy show, you know you're not off limits. Like, anybody can get made fun of.
And I talked about this before. Me and my wife go to comedy shows all the time. We love going to comedy shows. And we do like sitting towards the front because we like the interaction. We know there's a good chance we might get picked on. We understand that it's a possibility when we're there, and I'm willing to roll with it.
And I mean, comedians, they're people and they can be sensitive and empathetic to you, but at the same time, if no one
lacks that empathy, okay?
Exactly. So I mean, if you have a hair lip and you're self-conscious about it, like, don't sit on the front row of a comedy show.
Good point.
Nobody's safe. I mean, if you were like in an elementary school and somebody's picking on you for your hair lip, that's not okay. But if you're in a comedy show sitting up front and you have a hair lip, that's a target.
Yes.
I don't know.
I mean, it's true. Like I said, we sit towards the front, and I know there is a chance. And I've actually been involved. I don't want to say involved. I've had the comedians on the show direct questions and statements towards me. Most recently, that one I can think of is T.J. Miller. He's an hilarious comedian and actor, and it was at the end of his show. He was promoting some of the stuff he sells. He's selling hot sauce, and I've actually heard good things about his hot sauce. And he was talking about it, and he was talking about his hot sauce, and I was just kind of like nodding my head. And he looks at me and goes, "Oh yeah, I can tell you want some." I don't know what that means, but I'm like, yeah, I'll take some hot sauce, man. So, I don't know what that means. I didn't care. I'm not taking offense to it. I'm not reading into what he was thinking when he said I might like hot sauce. I was nodding my head. Yeah, I'm like, okay, I would actually love some of your hot sauce. Right. But I know sitting up front, I might be involved in some jokes, and I'm okay. I haven't yet, but.
But yeah, so pretty much whenever comedians are going to do their show, they are going to make fun of things. They're going to make fun of races. They're going to make fun of, like, people and their handicaps. They're going to make fun of, like, anything that's stupid to laugh at. They're going to make fun of. So LGBTQ, they're not off limits.
So what was it? So you watched this recent special. What is it what the hubbub is all about?
So he has gotten some flack from past, obviously. And in this one, he was talking about, he was directing his, this was more like he was mad at that community for the way they were reacting, especially because he doesn't dislike that community. He has friends in that community. He knows a lot of people in that community, and he was talking about one of his good friends that he made, which was a transgender, who was a male transitioned to a female, who was also a comedian, and would go to all his shows and would laugh his ass off at his shows. And he would found out he was a comedian also, or she was a comedian, and he was telling her that he would help her out and, like, work on her stand up and all that. Anyways, he invited
material. We call it material.
Execution of it. I don't know the way that.
Sure,
yeah. So, anyways, he did a big show one night and had her open for him.
Uh-huh.
And he said that she bombed for 45 minutes. Just bombed.
It happens, yeah.
But then she, after her set, went right back in the front and laughed at everything that they just did. But he said that he included her on one of his jokes, and the way she answered it, like, just made up for the 45 minutes of shit she just put out there. But he said that one line just killed it. The whole audience was just dying forever. He's all, that made up for all of that shit she just did. But anyways, when everybody was giving him shit for the last thing,
So this is a recent special that came out on Netflix.
Yes, this is the recent one.
About 2 specials before this, he had made some type of remark I think
about lesbians, and he brings it up in this episode as well.
But the special before this recent, and I was kind of hard to keep track of.
He brought up the letter people. He was calling them letter people, and he was making fun of them because his wives are best friends with them.
Well, explain letter people because I didn't know what the.
Well, I just said the LGBT.
Right.
Yeah. So
all the different letters.
Yeah. So all that community, he was making fun of it and using letters and calling them letter people. But it's just funny. It's just funny to do. I mean, it was just something funny to laugh at because of the way it is. So anyways, people were giving him shit about that. He didn't care, but this comedian stood up for him because she's in that community. And then everybody in that community started bashing her and saying that, it's like, how can you bash them? They're transgender. They went full force at this. Like and you're trying to tell them that they're not valid, and it's stupid. It's so stupid. Anyways, long story short, she ended up killing herself.
The comedian?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Because she was being attacked by.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So this is
I should clarify. She was being attacked
by her own
people.
And so Dave,
LGBTQ community.
Yeah. So Dave at the end of his show, he's just like, you know what? You guys don't deserve her. She's my people.
Right.
He's like, you guys, and he was referring to the way that they they were saying something to Dave about how he the term that these guys were using to him, like, don't punch down on our people. And the way that this other comedian defended him was, he doesn't punch down, he punches lines. And
comedy reference, I get it.
Right, yeah. So and the people were just attacking her for that. And so he, at the end of the show, when he was just like, you could tell he was pissed. Like, he was like, you guys don't deserve her. She's my people. So that was what everybody's now, like, kind of giving him shit for. And he's like, I don't care. I'm not gonna apologize for anything.
But I still don't get what they're giving him shit for.
There's nothing to give him shit for. Okay. There's nothing. There's just sensitive people being sensitive over nothing. Like, acting like you can't make fun of somebody in a damn comedy show. It's a comedy show to make fun of.
Don't go if you're sensitive.
Yeah.
And
if you don't want to hear it, don't watch it.
Yeah.
Like, if you're afraid, if you're sensitive and you're afraid someone's gonna make fun of the things you hold dear and near to you, then don't watch it.
I didn't know she committed suicide. That bothers me, actually.
Yeah.
Just because you're screaming the loudest doesn't mean you're right.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Just because you're screaming the loudest, it does not make you right. Just because you have an opinion, doesn't mean you're right.
And he's going after the cancel culture. So he kind of starts off talking about, like, can the baby come back to being back to normal?
Oh, the rapper, baby.
Because of his homophobic rant or whatever he said.
Yeah, he made a statement on stage. I saw a few months ago.
He said something about, we'll give you one of these if you give us the baby back. But he was just like saying this cancel culture is just getting out of hand.
It's totally getting out of hand.
It's like, if somebody doesn't like something, they get enough people to not like that with them. They try to get somebody to, like, lose all their damn money.
Right. There's actually a phrase that's called difference of opinions. And it's okay to have a difference of opinions. Just because you have a strong opinion still doesn't make you right. I've seen people have a strong opinion that they didn't break the traffic laws. But guess what? They still got a ticket. Because no matter how loud you scream, you still broke the law. The camera showed.
Yeah.
You broke the law. You can scream as loud as you want. Doesn't mean you're right. You can have an opinion. Doesn't mean you're right. It's right in your head. And it's only worth as much as you bought it for, which is nothing. You got it for nothing. That's how much it's worth. It's worth nothing.
I applaud Dave for being unapologetic on that.
Yeah. Because
there's really nothing that he said that was offensive. I mean, if you want to take offense to it because you're soft-skinned, I mean, everybody, and he even says it, like, no, was it him that says it? Or, oh yeah, he's making fun of the letter people. He's like, you guys know, you guys are the ones I attack. It's the white people.
It's white people. Well, even if Dave Chappelle made fun of Filipinos, because he's married to a Filipino lady.
Right.
I wouldn't take offense to it, but he gets it.
I think it would be hilarious if he was making fun of Phil. I mean, anybody that's making fun of any race for something kind of stereotype, it's kind of funny. I laugh at it.
Russell Peters, the Indian comic, he does really good Filipino impersonation.
Does he really?
He does a good.
I haven't heard.
He's done on stage a few times. He's got a lot of Filipino friends, and he does a good one, and it's good. I crack up.
I think it's funny when people
I don't want to cancel him.
Indian jokes too. Like when they stop doing a poo for the Simpsons.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think I don't know. I don't really think that's that bad. But at the same, I don't know. When the other Indians are doing Indian jokes or other people are doing Indian jokes on stage, I think that's funny.
Yeah.
Or like Japanese joke. I mean, Joe Coy did a whole thing on different Asian things, and that was hilarious too.
He was a big Chinese impersonation. And he does a whole orange chicken bit.
Yep.
But he comments how wonderful orange chicken is, which it is. So continuing with the cancel culture, Coach John Gruden of the Las Vegas Raiders, being
Just
today.
resigned
So
today.
we're actually recording this a little later. This is Monday, October 11th, and today I don't know if he actually resigned, or he was fired, or he was just asked, please resign.
I'm pretty sure he was
save face and resign.
Yes, that's the position.
Which is fine. Because of emails he sent in 2011.
I think there was more than that. I think there was other things on top of that was recent, and then those were brought up because of the recent things. It was more recent things that happened, and then they go back like, hey, you have a history of this.
I think the last thing I was reading, and I might be wrong, but I think it's from 2011 to 2018. And so, which is only three years ago. But one of the biggest things is because one of his defensive linemen just came out in June of this year as an openly gay NFL player. And gosh, what's his name? But this player is the hottest selling jersey right now in the NFL. I don't know if I can find it. Well, maybe I can.
Well, just when he came out, all of his jerseys.
Carl Nassib. Yeah, when he came out, he did it on one of the social media platforms. I can't remember which one he did it on. He just came out as gay, and his jersey just became a hot ticket item.
I guarantee he's going to be famous for the rest of his life.
Possibly.
I guarantee it. Watch, because of that, he's going to be like sportscasting news after he retires. He's going to be on like HDTV doing some kind of like HG.
Oh, okay. I was
HGTV.
I'm like, isn't most TV high def nowadays?
He's going to be on some kind of high definition television set. We just watch. No. HGTV.
Okay.
Home and Garden.
Okay.
Or TLC.
All right.
I can see him on doing something.
Are you trying to get us canceled? Oh my god,
you're
being very stereotypical.
I'm just saying, like, no matter what he like after his NFL career, he is going to stay famous now.
Okay.
I think that was his golden goose right there.
Very possible. So
that was smart. Way to go.
Yeah. So I don't know. So I was reading some of the emails that Coach Gruden sent out and yeah, I mean, he was calling people the F word.
I mean, you gotta be brave. You gotta have, for being gay, you gotta have some big old balls to be coming out in the NFL like that.
I think now's a good time to do it if you are. I think now is a good time.
Yeah, because if anybody says anything, they're canceled.
Exactly. That's why.
That is a smart move, actually. Good timing.
It's like, I'm smart move first. You see, like you just said, he's setting himself up for a future.
Oh hell yes!
He's very very smart.
He's going to be interviewed by everybody. That's going to be what he's known as. He's going to go down in history as the first openly gay NFL player.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was smart. Way smart.
Yeah, I mean, I think
brave as shit too.
Yeah, because I do think that. I just think more people should just. I think now if you're in the closet, now's the time to come out really.
Because there had to have been dozens of gay NFL players that were just too scared because of that toxic masculinity that's associated with sports.
And now's the time. So I mean, I'm like, man, if you're not out of the closet, now is the best time to come out.
You better come out now.
Yeah, I mean, now that is
now that it's Halloween,
because like people,
let your freak
like
flag
most people are just so accepting nowadays. Not just excluding the whole cancel culture of like if you come out and people attack you, people are gonna rally and cancel it. It's not that. It's just more people are just so more accepting about it. They're just like, yeah, there's a lot of A lot of people are gay. It's okay. Yeah, we get it. It's okay.
Yeah.
Most of the time, people are not going to be that surprised.
I know.
You might find out you come out there, yeah, we know.
Everybody kind of knew.
We've been waiting for you to come out. We knew.
We've all placed bets. He won. He was closest to your age right now. He picked it.
I mean, really, if you guys are if someone's listening to this and you're in the closet, hey, this is probably the best time for you to come out. Like this is prime time. I mean, really, I remember like
you're not safe from comedians.
No,
you're safe from cancel culture.
You know, thinking back, John Green's emails were 2011, 10 years ago. Yeah, even 10 years ago, when you heard someone was gay, you're like, really? Okay. It was kind of like a little shock value. Now it's kind of like, all right, whatever, I don't care. Yeah.
Well, now there's people saying they're pansexual and all these other sexuals.
Well, those make my eyes roll.
Yeah. Like, oh, so you're in love with your phone. Perfect.
Yeah, that makes
you're in love with your favorite cooking pan. Awesome.
Yeah. Well, that's actually a good transition to a pansexual.
Oh, Demi
Lovato.
Yeah.
Because she said she's pansexual. What does that mean? That means you just love whatever. You just love.
You just love. You love to love anything. I love this bell so much. I'm gonna marry it. I don't know. It sounds really stupid, and I think it's just like. I think it's funny. I think it's just a celebrity's way to stay ambiguous to society when they ask them, so are you gay, straight, bi? And they're like, I'm pan.
Yeah.
And they're just like, oh, that's intriguing.
There's a new one. Then that will get old in a few years and there'll be something
else. They'll come out with something else. So I've been hearing that now a lot with this. And then it's like they'll say, so just came out saying that they're pansexual. I'm just like, whatever. But now I'm thinking that they're just doing it just for fun, just to screw with people. Just to be like, I'm totally straight, but you know what? To them, I'm going to say I'm pan and
get in the headlines.
Get in the headlines and get some follows, get some likes.
Yeah.
Some from other fake pan people that don't know what they're talking about either.
Yeah. So speaking of pansexuals and social justice, people with opinions that scream loud, let's talk about Demi Lovato.
And her screaming for alien justice.
Yeah, not the aliens that you might be thinking.
Not the illegal kinds.
No, about the out of this world kind.
Yes.
So she's got a new show on Peacock.
I still haven't downloaded that yet.
Yeah, that's the one I've been watching the same.
Right.
Yeah. So I like the Peacock channel. I like the cock. Is that's what they call them these days for short? Wait, cock? No. Okay, I'm sorry.
Maybe you're the one who would call it the cock.
Sorry.
You may get weird stares when you say it.
Hey, I've been watching the cock. How about you? I'm watching AC Slater. But she's got a new show, Unexplained with Demi Lovato. And I seen the commercial for it, because Peacock is also, or the cock as I call it, as I watch the cock, I'm also watching The Office on the cock. So I've seen a commercial for this show. And as a fan of the paranormal, of peacocks, yes. As a fan of the paranormal, as a person who's interested in UFOs and alien life, out of this world alien life.
Demi Lovato is the first person you think about.
Gosh, this is the last person. I have zero interest in this show. Zero interest in this show. Because it's her. And I do think she's an interesting person. She was on Joe Rogan's podcast recently. And she's interesting. She's got an interesting story. I find her a little interesting. I don't find her talent the best, to be honest. Not a huge fan of, you put a little bit of auto-tune and her music sounds good. But just her singing, not the biggest fan of hers.
Yeah, I don't think Simon would have passed her through anything.
Yeah. So I'm not interested in this show. But she did a recent interview on an Australian network. And she's coming to the rescue to be the social justice warrior for extraterrestrials and saying that we should not call them aliens because it's offensive.
To aliens.
To extraterrestrials. Or actually probably any aliens.
To their feelings.
She's thinking the word alien itself is derogatory.
Because she talks to them.
Because that was her opinion, that's why. Her opinion is that. Eye roll.
Well, I think it's just...
I just have multiple eye rolls.
I think it was just her playing stupid to get on the headlines, to get attention to the show, because now people that do know Demi Lovato, and she's hitting a certain age demographic here. She's
No.
hitting like the 21-year-olds to the 12-year-olds.
I do think she's stupid.
Yeah, she really is.
I don't think she's doing it for the headlines. I think she thinks she's a social justice warrior, and I think she's annoying.
I think she's annoying, but I definitely think she's doing this just to get attention to her show. Because why else? And the only reason why this made headlines, it was because that was probably the only interesting thing from that whole interview with her.
Or maybe from this whole series of shows she put together.
Yeah.
That's only the interesting thing. Because I don't see how this is interesting. So I am going. We should watch a couple episodes and talk about it and see, is this actually good? I like to think of us as paranormal show experts, as we've watched hundreds and hundreds of episodes of paranormal shows.
Yes, we have.
And so I find us kind of experts about shows of this topic. And
We're
maybe we should
watching experts.
Yes. So we should watch a couple of these episodes and decide if it's actually good or not.
You know how on like you watch History Channel and it shows they're interviewing somebody and they're giving their opinion of the shit, and it says their label.
Yes,
a historian.
Yes.
Anybody that has taken a history class any time in their life is actually a historian.
I guess that's true. But
I remember our history teacher used to hate that. We were like, "Who are these people?" Like any one of you could say you're a historian just because you took a history class. Like, who are these people?
That's a good point. I mean, I guess when I think of historian is someone that has studied a history of a topic.
But they don't give them any kind of credentials other than that.
What would be a good title? I don't even know.
But for us, we could have TV
show
show
expert.
enthusiast / expert.
No, this is the title that sums it all up, and it's accurate, and it just says we know it all. Podcast host.
Oh, you're right.
Then it's like, oh, they're
They
experts in
actually
everything.
They probably research.
They talk about it on a podcast. They know everything. So that's the title.
Oh, while we're on aliens though,
Okay.
I watched and shows because I was doing my duty and watching shows. Anyways, that Paranormal Caught on Camera on Travel Channel.
That's an old series, right?
No, this is like no, this is the new stuff. The Caught on Camera.
Okay,
stuff.
this is like
the
year old.
last. Yeah,
Yeah, we talked about this
in the last year.
I remember now.
Anyways, I was watching this episode, and do you remember the UFO description that I gave you with that orange glow, and it looks like it's kind of blinking in and out so fast that it's like staying solid, but kind of. Anyways, there was an episode on there where they had a video of a UFO, same color, doing the same thing. But this one, this video, it would look like it was by the moon, and the moon was kind of like that harvest moon color, almost orange. So was this UFO they were capturing. Same orange that I saw and everything, that dull orange. Anyways, it's doing that thing, but this one's kind of like floating up, and it was started at the bottom of the moon, and it will get up above the moon. And I didn't see the full trail of where it went and everything, but it didn't zoom off like the one I saw did. But it didn't move super fast either. But it was season 2, episode 10, I believe. And yeah, there was just that one segment, and it had that UFO, and it was the exact same color, doing the same stroby thing that I saw. I was pretty intrigued by that. I was like, I can still remember it. I still remember it vividly.
All right, interesting. We'll check that episode out.
Well, should we call that an episode for today?
I think we shall, Mr. Expert Podcast Host.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Expert Podcast Host.
Toodaloo!
Bye, everybody.